What up, what up? Y'all ready for this? We going up in here. Alright, this is our fridge here, guys. I went against the grain. Got some popsicles and some buns and definitely beer. But this isn't a little fridge, you know, the little small guy you put behind a bar top or something, you know. You can see it's up to the top of the back, you know, back of the headrest there at the driver's seat. What's this here? Yeah, it's probably a good 4 feet tall. We got a washing machine. What? In a Sprinter van? And I threw a mask in there so you guys can check out the size of it. And I went against the grain here again too, guys. Everybody goes with the Insta-Hots, the continuous hot water type, and I will get into that later. And for the reason I didn't go with the chest type fridge as well. We'll get into that stuff later. We're just going to do a little quick tour. And here's our little bathroom right on the end, on the back side of our fender well. Look, our little Max fan is just spinning away there, huh? He's just spinning away. Got a little squeak, don't he? Never really heard that before. We need a little oil. It's dry around here out in the desert. And this is our bed platform, our battery bank, and the what do you call it? Freshwater tank. That'll end up going in between the fenders here because we want to keep that weight right near this rear axle, like we were saying. You know, we got to watch our payload, and we can lean on this rear axle more than the front axle. So you want to kind of put your heavier things more towards the back of the van, which, you know, makes sense, right? I have started on the ceiling, get a little bit more of a close-up on this. This is just the tongue and groove stuff. I get this stuff at Home Depot as well. And it's not the big stuff, you know, that you might see in a house or something, trying to get a little side shot. But this stuff's like, I think it's 5/16, you know, it's basically like a 1/4 of an inch. Real thin stuff. So, I got a couple spots here and there that are, you know, need to be tidied up. And I don't know, I'm kind of up in the air with, you know, say across here, you know, I've got a support here, but, you know, there's not a seam there, so I'm not sure. I'm probably just going to go across all of it and just make sure it's nice and firm and tight in there, you know, nothing rattling and all that jazz. Will be a lot better. I built this little cupboard up here above the driver and passenger seat. Got my glove box out there open because we did the video this morning on the payload. So I get that manual out, and something I forgot to mention in my manual, and this is, you know, real cabinet grade white birch, good stuff. So that'll be really nice when it's finished and stained or painted white or whatever we're going to do. Cross that bridge when we get there, right? Many more bridges to cross before we get to that point. And here's our battery bank, 2, 4, 6, 800 amp hours of battery bank. I'm going to go over this solar system, I think, probably tomorrow or the next day, to kind of dial everybody in on how it's actually hooked up. Because I have a multi-system here. I can plug into a landline, you know, plug into your house or your typical park that you stay in to charge the battery system. And then I have the solar, of course, up top, and we're looking at 500 watts of solar coming in to help things charge, but at nighttime, that's not doing us any good. So it's good to have multiple options always. And I also have it hooked to the alternator, so it's not that complicated, guys. It's just running a wire to where it needs to go and hooking up the terminal. These here, I made them all. There's a little tool. I'll bring that out later at some other point in time, but you just strip your wires back and put your own crimps on there. This is 4/0 cable, size to the amperage we need. So we're gonna do it all correctamundo. A lot of this I don't have shunts and a lot of fusing and little small stuff, which is pretty much what I got. The fridge and that max air fan, so it's just alligator clipped here for now. But we'll have like main disconnect switches, but just everything's kind of temporary in right now to make sure appliances work and things like that. So how do we plan to build a van like this? A lot of people do it different ways, of course, but I found this van being extremely challenging. And reason being, I haven't seen a mid-size Sprinter. This is not the extended version that you have 3 additional feet hanging over the rear axle. Very few of those even. Actually, I don't even think I've ever seen one with a wash machine, period, even the big ones. Maybe your, $200,000 models that are kind of more of Winnebago, Winnebago Sprinter. They dually rear wheels and the whole nine. So this is planning, and this is what I was talking about on the other video. 6 months to plan this thing out, but it's going to be 100% livable. I mean, you're going to have 42 gallons of fresh water there. Once you run out of fresh water, of course, you got to get something going, but power-wise, everything else, you're good to go. And, this is going to be pretty much a one-of-a-kind when I'm finished with it. And I got good reason why I went with the tank type. So we'll get into that on the next video. We'll catch you on the next one, guys. Thanks for the support. Stay safe out there.